Hey there, I'm going to show you how to do a great hip rotation stretch. Some people call this a piriformis stretch, although there's a lot more muscles than just the one piriformis being stretched. The purpose is to try to improve your ability to laterally rotate your hip. Let me show you a great way to stretch that. There are multiple ways. I prefer a standing way. That sometimes though requires more elaborate setup. So the simpler way to do it is to lie down. And I'll show you a couple ways how to do that. So in lying, what we're going to do is try to keep a neutral spine, not totally flat, not arched. And the leg that you're going to stretch is going to be the leg that's going to end up on top of your other leg here. Your foot's going to be on top of the other leg. So in doing this stretch, you can make the stretch more intense by moving your knee up towards your hip a little bit further, the opposite leg that you're stretching. Or you could take your hand, I'll show you with the other side, it might be easier to see. You can take your hand from your ankle and you can pull a little bit further up towards you. Another way you can make the stretch more intense is to push your knee down. So either by pulling your ankle towards you or by pushing your knee away. Both will help facilitate a similar type of motion, which is a rotary motion about your hip. A couple problems with this is that many people push their resting leg, the foot here, the other leg that's not doing the stretch. They try to pull that up towards your chest, but you can see what's happening here is that I'm getting spine flexion, and that's not always a problem unless you have a back issue that's sensitive to that position, or it doesn't allow you to relax, especially if you have a larger midsection, shorter arms, or you're really tight. You're going to find the stretch quite uncomfortable in that case. And finally, you're going to disperse the stretch away from the target by bending your back quite a bit. So you want to make sure your back stays relatively silent. So that's why I don't advocate people just pulling their knee up closer towards their chest more. Get to only a certain point. If you need more of a stretch at this point, there's three things to do. One, again, pull your, don't pull from your foot, by the way. That's stretching your ankle out more. You never want to go through a joint in order to stretch another joint. So instead go above that here. The only problem with this is that if you have shorter arms, you're less flexible, it's hard to grab on. And again, you're back to the same issue of flexing. So try grabbing on either to your pant, or if you have a towel, put it around your ankle and you can pull up from the towel. As I mentioned, the other option is to push down your hand down on your knee.